Hey everybody, thanks for watching. I have been working very hard on my swing, even as the weather has not been good out here at all, so I haven't really been playing much golf at all. One thing that I've been working on, this is not me, this is, might be Keith Mitchell, I think. Might be Denny McCarthy, but I'm pretty sure it's Keith Mitchell. It hits it just a ton. And I was interested too, because in one of his old Instagram posts, he put up a picture of himself when he was like 12 or something, and his impact was all messed up, and now it's amazing. So I was wondering how he did it. So one thing I've always worked on, or I haven't always worked on, but I've been working on quite hard recently, is keeping my level more in the backswing. So if we see Keith here, who's on the PGA Tour, watch that logo in the backswing. See how it's getting lower, his head. That lower level, and then by the time he gets to impact, he maybe even goes a little bit lower. So let's go over to what I'm up to usually. This is from an older swing. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to this. So then in the backswing, we see that Logo is going higher. And then it's going a little bit lower from there, but then it's about where it was at address. It's probably a little higher than it was at address. It's certainly not lower. So a friend of mine who watches the channel sent me this app called Steadyhead. I have nothing to do with Steadyhead at all. So just a friend sent it to me and thought it would help, so I figured I'd do a review of it. So here is my take on Steadyhead. So at first I was really frustrated with it because I couldn't get it to capture my face. What it does is it sees where your eyes are and where your mouth is, and then during the swing, if you stay inside that box, it'll give you like a little chime. And if you go outside that box, it'll give you a little like strikeout noise. You can see here, through here, how I'm keeping my level much nicer. But then I realized that the reason that it was having a hard time catching my face was because, if I go here, there was other faces in this screen. As it was, and it would say too many faces, too many faces. So I had to actually change it, change the angle a little bit so that there was no other faces. So let's get into a little bit of what the app does. So if I play through this swing, see it gave me a little X there, but that X was after the ball was gone. So you can see in the backswing here, maintaining my level much better. There it gets a little higher. I'm not getting lower like Keith was. I'm keeping my level much nicer. And then by the time I get to impact, I'm actually a little lower than I was at address. And it's all about impact. So that enables me to actually be able to hit the ball. Because if I got higher, I would have to let out the angle in order to make impact. If I get lower, I can have that lag tension or shaft leaning forward, whatever you want to call it. Then you can set the parameters for it. So I called this thing top limit. So I set the bottom. I just took off the bottom parameter and the left and right parameter and had it where it was only the top limit was the only thing it was going to give me the strikeout sound for if I did it wrong. So go here. And I started to notice a really big difference in the compression of the ball through impact. So if I stay here, I'm staying backswing. So I'm staying much lower than I did before. And because that top limit, if I go 1 inch above that, I'm going to get X'd. And then by impact, I'm lower than I was at address. And that's exactly what we saw Keith doing. It's not so much a universal thing, but for me, I think it's going to be a big key to getting better. So here we could see really improved a lot of other things. So it was cool. So then I took it, so that top limit, you see how there's a little bit of space between the yellow box and the green line. So then I took that top limit in the settings. I did this thing called top limit no tolerance. So I took that top limit slider all the way down to just 1. That's the bottom it can go. And then bottom left and right to infinity. So I got this. See how close that yellow line is to there? And a little strikeout sound afterwards. Do it here. And that's the good sound. All right, so that was great. And started to improve some other things, like sequence got a little better, things like that. Impact is happening. Where's impact? Not there. Somewhere between there and somewhere about there. That was so-so. All right, this one. This was actually, I hit this ball, like I could, because I remember this is the last shot I took this day. I hit this ball the best, as far as it was extremely straight, really compressed. I could feel it. And if we just look at the level, about stayed level on the backswing, maybe a little up, just like slightly, maybe more just away from the camera than up. And then by impact, it was lower, and it really got some good lag tension with that one. And then made kind of, I'm not used to it quite, so I made a pretty weird looking finish. But just results wise, as far as through the ball, really hit it well. This one. So the whole thing with all these apps is, and trading aids apps, anything like that, is the sticky factor. Is this sticky into your swing something that you can do that will actually stick? So I'm going to give you an update later. I'm going to keep using it. So you can use pool noodles and other stuff like that. But this is cool because it's pretty... it basically gives you like a live training option of, and you can set the parameters up really easily. It's not a lot of apparatus. So like I said, I have nothing to do with it. I'm just testing it out. It's called Steady Head. You can find it on the app. I got it on the Apple App Store anyway. If you have anything else you would like me to try, you'd like me to check out, let me know. Hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you later. Bye.